Alright, that picked up. I thought for sure things were gonna chill out. Hey. Counter. My number one fan. What's up, y'all? Steven here with Triple B. Okay, Bike Bonk Biff, if you want to say it the long way. Doing first stage of the new Z Racing series, Alice. This will probably be the only one that I do. I might do one other one. But as you know, we're going to focus on the Sisu Tour. That starts in about 4 days. So we're getting one last little spicy race in here. Pretty good turnout for, it's super early on a Tuesday morning right now, but you know, when life gets in the way, you gotta do what you can to get on the bike. So let's see how this goes. Looks like there's a team here, so things will probably be pretty fun. This will also be a nice introduction to the Sisu Tour because this is the stage that we open with. I think we do what? It's like 4 or 6 laps. I'd have to look. I haven't done the video on it yet. But it'll be nice because I can use some of this footage for it. Yeah, I'm feeling, you know when you wake up really early and you're groggy and your voice isn't there yet, stomach is a little upset sometimes. That's where I'm at. I'm sure the dopamine from this race will push that all to the back of my mind real quick. This stage, it's basically completely flat. Every kick that there is, I think it's like 3%. It's nothing crazy. So it's very draftable. Just remember that on the cobbles, rolling resistance is increased, so it's harder to draft, which means you need to stay awake. But I'm excited for this. This is a pretty tame start compared to the last 2 races, which were Richmond, crazy start. And then London 8, not as crazy as Richmond, but pretty close. There was a rider going 13 watts a kilogram or something. It's crazy. I think some of these riders go into Discord group together. So it'll be fun to see if they do any team tactics here. Sometimes they do. And that'll also be a good introduction to the Sisu Tour. So there's a lot of team tactics in that. Because there's a Team GC. It'd honestly be kind of cool if they started doing that in the Z Racing series. I mean, why not? Okay. This is when we need to start staying awake. The most tricky part is going to be when we approach this bridge and go under it. It's a 3% gradient, kind of flattens. You can see on the top right profile. We're looking at the very first part. It's highlighted in blue. Kick, downhill, kick. It looks like a substantial kick, but because this course is so flat, it's like 3%. Very draftable. Enough to get gapped, and there is a fairly long downhill afterwards. So make sure that when you're going through the sprint, you're with the group. See if anyone makes a move. nobody does, I might just to make this fun. It's only a 12-mile race. I'm not super concerned with my placement because the Sisu Tour, because the racing categories are different from this, what I noticed previously is that my ranking went down, even though I was in the B category, because the threshold for B categories was expanded upward. So everything was moved up. So it's like a high B. And then when I went back to Z Racing, I don't want to say sandbagging because I didn't force myself to get to that point, but it kind of felt like that. I was definitely the strongest rider in the field, which I'd never really felt before. So Sloppy's picking up the pace for us. He was at a 3% gradient. Flattens out right as we get to the bridge. You'll see there's actually a line in the road. There's a downhill here, so I'm not going to expel too much energy to stay on Sloppy's wheel. Power-ups, draft, steamroller, steamroller alleviates us of the cobble rolling resistance. So we're just going to hold on to it. Sloppy is making a move to get away from everyone. RK, I'm following, we'll just stay in the draft with everyone. But yeah, keep in mind, if you are a breakaway rider, cobbles are a great place to make that move. If this was the second lap, probably would have followed that, but we hadn't even really finished the lead. I didn't feel like chasing anything down. Especially when the group, I think everybody's here in the race. Next pit flat is a pancake. Let me go down again. I don't remember if there's cobbles here again. We'll find out. Again, usually I would have done my recon by now, so I would know exactly how to play these. Looks like there are cobbles. So, if you have the steamroller, this is a good spot to hold it too. This is when we should catch Sloppy. Not sure how many seconds they have on us. 4 maybe? There's a move. Just want to be in the draft when more people start to react. Because now we get downhill. Then we go to another sprint. It is cobbled, so if you have steamroller, you could use that here as well. All right, that picked up. All together. False flat here. Counterattack. Spicy. I thought for sure things were going to chill out. All right, this is where we started. Right out front is not putting out crazy watts. Seems like they might actually be easing. Kind of surprising. You know, I've been at the front a lot. I mean, that's a... He could be playing this smarter, I think. I would again expect to see a move as we approach this bridge. We have the steamroller, so we'll use that as we go through the sprint. Unless we're being gapped, then we'll use it to bridge. I just want to be able to carry it through the sprint on the downhill. So I think the draft benefits we would get would be significant. I thought maybe we'd see a move there. I think it was just enough to scurry the pack a little bit. Important spot to recover. This is really the first recovery spot we've had. But stay towards the front here. Cobbles begin. So we're not even technically done with our first lap yet. That will come as we go through the sprint up ahead. However, the first lap has about a mile or two lead in. So it'll seem a bit longer, so don't panic. Heart rate is staying high. That could just be because A, I'm run down, or B, I'm fresh. Alright, let's stay awake here. If I leave this out a bit, I might be able to calm the pack. Pretty tame. Let the steamroller do her work. Yeah, my max heart rate's 190, so we've been kissing that a few times. So, going on some tarmac means attacks will be easier to follow. So we can try and get a little extra recovery here. This is like a very flat course. It's probably why they put the time trial here, which is the complete opposite to the time trial event on the Pinky, where it's almost all a climb. Well, the last quarter of it was just a brutal climb. What was it, Bologna? That's how you pronounce it correctly. I would be surprised if we didn't start seeing some attacks now. How animated the first half was. Five miles left. Again, cobbles, increased rolling resistance, stay to the front, baby. See you guys a little bit. Ahmad chased that down really well. They're still going too. Stick on their wheel, we got the draft boost into this downhill. Alright, they're easing now. Another draft. Drafts are great for chasing down moves. You can let the group come through and ease across with them. Here's a move. We have a draft for the final bit. So we'll play it long. It's a serious move. Let's get a little push. Okay. Counter. Two miles, baby. Two behind might catch. It's all right. Not entirely sure how to time this power up. We'll see. Thought we were going to see a move there. Move behind caught. That was a good catch. Give our share of ride-ons. Strong pack today. I know I'm feeling it a bit more than usual. But hey, we're out here. Be racing. Heart rate has stayed very high this whole time. Slowly testing the pack here. So if you had the steamroller, I would say for the end of the sprint. For the draft, I think we can probably use it slightly before the Flamme Rouge. Not to hurt the legs. That was long. That was so long. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh. That was long. Oh, I got busy.
Puppy!
Woo. My number one fan. The puppy. Doing it for the puppy. Okay. Holy moly. This is a new update. See, where you finished. That's cool. I didn't think we were going to podium that. How we were feeling today, I thought there's no way. Oops. Oh yeah. Back to me. Oh my god. Look at that. That was huge. PB right here. Makes sense. Thought we did. Yeah. Oh. Well, barely. And you're right along with it the whole time. Well, that's gonna be my last race before the CSU events. But I'm glad I got it in, because that was really good training with a really strong group. So thank you for joining. Thank you for all the support. To all the new subscribers, welcome. And I hope you enjoy seeing me die at least once a week. Felt like my soul was leaving my body. Let me know how your race goes. I will leave a playlist of these short 30-minute races if you're interested in checking it out. As always, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.